When does authenticity become invaluable? I was just thinking about this, and it might be, kind of contradictory or hypocritical to say. I was thinking about my own videos, right? I post yaps. That's exactly what they are. They aren't structured, they're just conscious streams of thought, just like what I'm doing now. And ultimately, it's just me bullshitting. I mean, not bullshitting, it's my real thoughts, but it's really just me talking to talk because I want to talk, like what I'm doing now. But when I was thinking about this, I'm like, well, my videos don't do well, not only because of YouTube's algorithm, it's also because they're not structured well. Like, I'm currently trying to talk as fast as possible so that if you click this video, you don't click off. The thing is that, like, I don't ever plan on making this channel into anything serious. I do have, like, some ideas for, like, my own artistic self projects that I might post on here. But again, that's for me, not for you, the viewer. Because, yeah, is YouTube ultimately just a place where people consume media? Yeah. But I think that my idea at first, I was like, yeah, I just kind of want to rant, and I don't plan on editing my videos because I don't care to. And it makes it, like, in my head I was like, I don't care to, but it makes it more authentic. I mean, I guess, but I could edit it to make a 15-minute video 13 or 12 minutes, and I'd get all the same points, all the same jokes, etc., etc. So it doesn't make it more authentic that I don't edit, right? It just makes it lazy because I'm too lazy to edit. So when does authenticity just become, what did I say in the beginning? I don't even remember. When does it just become laziness? When does it become complacency with something that's inadequate? And I'm not saying my videos are inadequate, because again, they're for me. I'm not sitting here recording in hopes of getting a viral video. I'm sitting here to document what I'm thinking, because I think there's so many thoughts I've had in the past that I just can't remember, that I feel like are worth remembering, but I wouldn't know because I can't remember them. And that sounds stupid, yeah. It's like, oh, I remember something being really good, but I can't remember what it is, but it was really good. It's like, that's basically what I'm saying. But, I mean, I don't know, it's just stupid. It's so, even the idea of authenticity outside of things that are clear-cut facts is just so stupid. See, this video is turning into me talking about, like, how my videos really aren't authentic, they're just lazy, to something more, because authenticity, I don't think it's real with humans. And I'm not gonna pull that bullshit where people are like, humans are just liars. Humans, all they do is lie. Because I don't think that's completely true. I don't think the only thing that humans enjoy doing is lying, and I think that's just a pessimistic point of view. I am forever an optimist. Okay? I just think that authenticity with humans, you are always putting on a facade for everyone. And this isn't like some new take, but no matter what, you're always performing. Even when you're by yourself. People say this all the time. Oh, I LARP in my diary. I've heard someone say that before. It's not an if I said I LARP in my diary, that's not an original sentence. Point blank. Because people are scared to be themselves. And I even think this might be far off. I don't think that people are scared to be themselves because they're scared of, like, social pressure. I mean, okay, obviously situations are different, but in the scenario of, like, being scared to be yourself, in a thing that's only for yourself, like a diary, I don't think at that point that you're scared to be yourself around yourself. I think you're scared that you're not entertaining for yourself. I think that a lot of times there's so much pressure, especially if you're a woman, to be everything, but then also be nothing. To be pretty, but not too pretty. To be entertaining, but not whatever. To be educated, but not too political. There's just this whole idea of you have to be a specific sort of way to be likable. And I just think that drifts into our subconscious and makes us lie to ourselves about ourselves. And I think it's just ultimately, it's not even the fear of being too different, it's the fear of being not enough sometimes. The fear that you're too boring to be noticeable in everything. And maybe that's me self-projecting. I think I'm very performative. And that's not in, like, the stupid, like, performative male way. I think I'm performative just in the sense that, like, I like doing bits. I like joking around. I like laughing. I excessively laugh sometimes at jokes that I don't find funny, because if I excessively laugh enough, my own laughter will make me really laugh. That's just performative. And is it true that, yeah, like, I'll start really laughing after forcing myself to laugh? Yes. And that laughter is real, but ultimately it stems from something performative within myself. And, I mean, a lot of people know me, not know me for it, but know that I laugh very loud in a certain way. Like, sorry, I'm shivering because I'm kind of cold right now. I think that, and again, I feel the need to say this because it's a whole performative thing where I feel the need to say that this isn't some new concept. This isn't something that's an original thought that I just had. But the reason I feel the need to explain that is because in my head, I'm subconscious that someone will watch this video and be like, oh, this bitch, she thinks she's a philosopher? Well, she's fucking not. Like, even in my brain, I'm scared of that happening because I'm performative. Because I care what people think more than I care to admit to myself. And yeah, is me saying this admitting it to myself? Sure. But if you asked me, like, if someone were like, Scarlett, you're ugly. That actually happened to me once. 5th grade. I don't remember what class it was. I remember the teacher's name, but I'm not going to say that. This dude, who, mind you, I had a friend crush on this dude at the time. Sorry, I heard something. It's almost 4 a.m. Anyways, I had a friend crush on this dude. He sat in front of me diagonally. Then one day he turned around. He was like, Scarlett, you know you're ugly, right? Just turned back. The audacity. And here's the thing. I'm still hung up over it. Should I be? Probably not. But I still dislike that guy. And I have other reasons. But even my other reasons are from the past. I haven't really talked to the dude who I dislike. This dude who I don't like saying hate, but who I dislike. It's like, I don't talk to this dude because I dislike him so much. But I haven't talked to him in like a year and a half, really. And yet, I still so sorely dislike him. And so, like, but if you asked me if I cared, I would be like, well, I don't care, but blah, 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 blah. It's like, I just explained that whole thing about how I still dislike him. Even though if someone asked me, I would just say I don't care. And, I don't know, I just think that authenticity isn't, sorry, I'm shivering so much. I'm actually cold to my core. I don't understand why. I think authenticity is just a myth. I think it's this whole thing that we've created in our minds to make us feel good about ourselves. And I also think that, like, things like authenticity, being an open book, are praised more than they should be. People are allowed to have secrets and are allowed to be performative and are allowed to be what they want to be and be who they present themselves to be, even if it's not who they truly are. Because also, I think authenticity, like I guess, because I don't really believe in real authenticity, but the closest you can get to real authenticity, I think, should be earned. My best friend and I had a best friend, right? And then I met this other girl, and we became fast friends. And soon, in my head, and this sounds fucked up, but I'm not gonna shy away from saying it, I, ranked them both as, number one, because I couldn't pick one to be my best friend. And I remember one time my mom said, oh, you can only have one best friend. And I was like, well, I have 3, or some shit like that, right? And now I kind of understand what she's talking about, because at some point, this ranking of these 2 friends I had shifted, where my new friend got first place. And it's not like, I'm not saying that in a fucked up way, I'm still friends with the other person. It's not like I replaced them. It's just that, and that happened, you know why? Because we became, story time. I think I mentioned this in another video, but it was, my first video that's an hour and a half long. We were at the mall, and I don't know why, but I was in my feels for some reason. And we started walking, we went to the mall, and it has an arcade that's open long past the mall's normal hours. So we left the arcade, and it was, fucking, I don't know, 9 or 10, I think, because the mall closes at 9. Or maybe it closes at 10, I don't know, it was late at night. And we decided, okay, let's go for a walk around this, sketchy area. And I never told my parents this, because they probably would have been like, oh, well, it already happened, but Scarlett, you probably shouldn't walk down there. But we were walking around near this mall, very spread out where I live. Everything is very far apart from each other. So we decided, okay, we're gonna go get food from Cane's nearby. But while we're walking through the parking lot of the mall, I just kind of break down crying when we're talking about, our emotions and romance and relationships in general. And I've never, before that point, I never broke down like that in front of anybody. And that's not, I'm starting to realize, I very recently believed that, I had a problem with undersharing about myself, about who I really am. And I felt this insecurity about being who I really am around others. I think outwardly I present myself how I think my soul looks. That sounds really weird, but let me show you my wardrobe, okay? This is just I have very colorful, I have this shirt, I have fucking this pattern, I have very colorful, beaded shit. Just all in all, I have very colorful clothing because I think that represents who I am. But past that, I don't think a lot of my friends really know a lot of who I am, other than how I present myself. And I felt insecurity with the fact that a lot of my friends have never really, I've never vented since 7th grade middle school. And when I cried in front of my best friend in that random mall parking lot, and she started kind of tearing up, that's when I realized she was my best friend. Because I think I have to accept, and I think that this should be more widely accepted as an idea, that authenticity shouldn't be earned, or should be earned. It shouldn't have to be something that you have to give up front to someone, It shouldn't be something that is just a predisposed, oh, you have to do this when you meet someone new. And, let's look up the definition of authenticity, because maybe I'm, wrong. The quality of being real, genuine, and true to an original source, set of values, or personal character. Yeah, I'm using it right. I just think that, I don't know, it's stupid, it's all dumb. I'm not gonna pretend like this video had some, like, overarching point. Overarching, I don't care. I'm not gonna pretend like I had a whole point to this, because again, I recorded this video on a whim. But, I don't know, I just think expecting authenticity of everyone and everything you consume is a pointless, you're going to be fighting that battle forever. Because even if someone does present a lot of who they are, and they vent, and they do this, and they do that, even at the end of the day, they have things they hide. Because secrets are normal. But they even have things they don't say, and things that they don't get to articulate, or don't want to articulate, that shouldn't be a big issue, but are for them. And I just think, like, nobody will ever be fully authentic. And that's okay. Also, in my last video, I was making a cute little planner, and I made it the thumbnail of that video. But I wanted to show you. Okay, so it's probably gonna be flipped, but it says homework tracker plus planner, and then it has little, like, I use my Posca markers to make little swirlies and hearts and smiley faces and stars, and then I have these, like, holographic, like, flower stickers, and then I put a bunch of little sticky notes, like they're little, like, tab sticky note things, and I put little, sorry, my laptop was turning off, little affirmation things. So, like, let me read some of my favorite affirmations that I wrote, because these all came from my noggin. Okay. Stay optimistic. Perfection is a myth. I think that's my favorite one. Don't fear the future. Achieve it. This all sounds like very bullshitty, like, stuff, but I believe it. I believe in my affirmations. I used to think affirmations were stupid too, but now I don't. Don't sweat it. Your dreams are valid. Take a breath and move forward. I actually don't like that one now that I'm saying it out loud, but it's already taped under, like, clear masking tape or whatever it's called. So, too late. You're where you need to be. Did I already read that one? Maybe. Yeah. And then some of the other ones are just, like, basic, like, be yourself, you will succeed, don't sweat it, I already said your dreams are valid. Don't overthink it, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Like, imagine you see, like, your students, like, little, like, planner thing, and it's just, like, the first thing you see is, it'll be okay, written on the front. I like that idea. Okay, so I'm gonna end the video now. This was, I feel like I say this every single video, but this was a lot longer than I intended. Oopsie, I don't really care. Bye.